So am I going to have to say everything all over again, Walter?
Well, if you want to do it for YouTube.
Oh, tell me when we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. Okay, for those of you, none of you.
Update.
Yeah, we were on Instagram. Now we're on Instagram and YouTube. I think we're doing that right now. Anyway, we are talking about getting healthy, right? And what that looks like. But a lot of this, right, because every week we want to talk about like different aspects of what does it take to do this. And last week we spoke about a lot about the diet. Actually, almost the whole thing was about the diet. And I ended abruptly because I had a really good idea for a script, which I wrote over this past week. It was pretty good too. Hopefully Walter will approve and we can actually shoot a short, which is like what we like to do. Walter and I started doing this stuff with the idea of being very creative and being able to do like short films and shit like that, and really looking for ideas. If people have ideas that they want to see, put onto film, let us know, man. Let us know. I'd be happy to help.
So we can steal it.
Yes. Shh. So we can help you fulfill your dreams of seeing these things on film. Yeah.
Very Weinstein of you.
You see how that sounds so much better?
Just sit on the casting couch.
Which is better, Weinstein or Epstein? Which Steen is like the better one here? Well, apparently Epstein didn't do anything wrong now, as far as we can tell.
He might not even be dead.
Well, he's not a Mossad agent after all. Okay. So Maxwell's sitting in prison going, what the fuck, man? I'm still convinced the man's not dead. I don't believe he's dead, You
think Trump's got him in the basement?
No, I think he's on a fucking island somewhere. I think he's living in paradise.
Yeah, he's chilling with Tupac.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, Tupac, Elvis Presley, he's there. And Adolf Hitler. Yeah. Which is ironic,
You live on forever in those islands.
Why not? Why not? Who knows? So anyway, so I have some notes here. That's what I'm looking at here. Right? Some people. I note like this is some kind of fucking revelation. It says some people have an inability to accept responsibility for their actions. And it's never been a big thing for me. My friend Grace and I were talking this week, and she was talking about the 3 A's, right? Which is acceptance, accountability, and action. And I think it's actually 4. I think there's acknowledgement, acceptance, accountability, and action, right? Because you have to acknowledge there's a problem. I'm going to play a clip here. I'm going to play something from Dr. Phil. Can we do that, Walter? Will this work?
Yeah, it should.
It should. Fingers
crossed.
What the fuck do we know? Thankfully, Dwight, nobody's watching it. It don't really matter. But anyway, this is a Dr. Phil thing, and I'm going to play most of it, right? It's pretty long, but I'm going to stop and comment. I did write down a couple of the number stops here. So when I get bored, I'll just skip ahead to this. Now, here's this guy, and I'll set it up. This guy, well, Dr. Phil will do it for me, right?
He's 27, and according to him,
hold on.
he's
Why
already
isn't it
led
playing?
a...
I can't stop it. All right. Are we ready?
The impressive life.
I don't hear it.
He's been an airline pilot.
I guess
has made up to $12,000.
It's not working.
That is a bummer. We do this every week, too. We go through this, don't we?
It's plugged in all the way.
Well, this is Chris. He's 27, and according to him, he's already led a pretty impressive life. He's been an airline pilot.
The fuck?
I don't know. You want me to try it again?
Hold on.
Well, this is Chris. He's 27, and according to him, he's already led a pretty impressive life. He's been an air...
That's weird.
All right, well, I'm going to have to wing it then.
Hold on. Let me see.
It kind of sucks because I had a lot of videos to play.
Let me see if I could get it through the other one.
Well, while Walter's fucking around with that,
try it.
Sure.
Well, this is Chris.
We probably should have looked
He's
into
27,
this before we
and according to him, he's already led a pretty impressive life.
That's weird.
He's been an airline pilot.
Okay.
Is the volume's all the way up on your end?
Well,
It's
this
up
is
everywhere.
Chris.
I checked that. That's the volume.
He's 27, and according to him, he's already led a pretty impressive life.
Everywhere.
He's been an airline pilot,
Not to be
has made up
confused
to
with volume,
$12,000
which
a month
has
working for a
opposite
luxury car dealership, and his friends have been among the social elite.
Because it seems to happen every
He
week.
claims to be an active and loving father to his 2-year-old
Happened last
son,
week.
and is
Happened the week
proactive
before.
in his marriage to his lovely wife,
It
Melissa.
happened the week we didn't meet
In
up.
fact, he
There
even
you
went to
go.
therapy.
I stand
And his
corrected.
therapist said, quote,
But go
he
ahead.
is going to be
Today, I
a
had
great
this
husband,
dark-
provider,
this dark
and spiritual
image in
leader.
That I really believe.
Sounds like a pretty stand-up guy, right? I mean, come on. Well, not according to his wife, Melissa, who claims, well, this
And I think it'll be a very passive thing too. I just think he's going to like stab me in the chest
And then walk away.
out of the blue. Exactly, and maybe even just stay on camera. I told him I didn't like being called a pothead, and he kept calling me a pothead.
I just held it in for 5 years and then
That's right.
bam.
I showed him what a little passive aggressive could do. Anyway, not yet, huh?
Chris. He's 27, and according to him, he's already led a pretty impressive life. He's been an airline pilot, has made
There's
up to
nothing plugged into the
$12,000 a month
there
working for a
usually
luxury
something
car
plugged into the back?
dealership, and his friends have been among
Is it on?
the social elite. He claims to be an active and loving father to his 2-year-old son, and is proactive
This
in
is
his
just
marriage to his lovely wife, Melissa.
Embarrassing for who?
In fact, he even went to therapy.
Is that red thing? Is
And
that
his therapist
turned on? 'Cause
said,
on the back
quote,
it looks like it's not.
He is going to be a great husband, provider, and spiritual leader.
Oh, there you go.
Sounds like a pretty stand-up guy, right? I
Fucking
mean,
dog
come on.
upstairs is going again.
Well,
There we go.
not according to his wife, Melissa,
waiting
who
for people
claims
to pile
Chris
in, so we're just-
is in fact a pathological liar. And all of these things he has
We go
claimed
off
are
while
simply
people
not
will
true.
Do this.
Melissa is desperate to get help because
what's
she's
the
now
difference?
16 weeks pregnant with their second child.
Well, I would say, well, I'll play another video, but I don't think it would really make much of a difference, Walter. No, Walter, let me play a different video. Oh, look, that one doesn't work either. It's funny. Anyway, so here, you know what? We'll just talk then. I'll freewheel it here.
That's some bullshit.
One of the things that I was... One of the things, again, we're going to talk about accountability, right? And one of the things that always strikes me about it is like you have to acknowledge there's a problem, then you have to accept that there's a problem, right? I looked at this chick, Sherry Papini, who I had a video for, but, well, we know how that's going. Sherry Papini was this chick out in California. You may remember her. In fact, for whatever reason, HBO just did like I think a 3 or 4 part series. I watched the first 2 parts of it, and I'm like, this is just stupid. Yeah, I did that for you, by the way.
Me?
No, for them.
Oh.
The listening, the 0 people that are out
I
there.
thought
I
you were
did it
pointing
for
at me.
nobody. I did it for nobody, Walter. Anyway,
Says time
yeah, still
is
not
of the
working,
essence.
right? Anyway, I'll
Is
keep
Chris
it playing.
making
This
up
way you
these
can,
elaborate
keep
lies?
fucking with it.
If he is,
But anyway,
is he
this
going to
chick,
tell the
Sherry
truth today?
Papini, right,
Has he
she
been
takes
honest
off,
with
and
us so far?
It's right around Thanksgiving.
Well, I have it
right?
on good authority that
And
he
she
has
makes
been
like she was
watching
kidnapped.
episodes of the Dr. Phil
They
show.
find her phone, they find her fanny pack, and whatever the fuck
He has
else
been
they found of
studying
hers,
me
and
for
she's
days
gone
on
for
end,
weeks.
every
Like
day,
I think she was
all
gone 3
day,
weeks or something like that.
to get ready to deal
YouTube
with
chick?
me.
Yeah, well,
So here
you
we
know,
go.
she's all over YouTube now. But HBO
we
actually,
meet Chris,
I guess
let's
it was
hear what
last month,
Melissa has to say.
released. I think it was a
Chris is
4-part
pathological liar.
series
If I could guess
on
how many
this
times
woman,
Chris has lied to me
because
over
she's
5
nothing
years,
but a
you would laugh.
compulsive liar.
There's no number.
So
Literally,
the wind-up was
insanely
this:
every
like she
day,
comes
all
back,
day.
and it was
Chris
she
will lie
comes
about the
back.
most ridiculous things,
Basically,
from
just
if he eat a
walks
breakfast
home,
today
or no,
what
she
he
went.
was
She
like.
was
And
banging
so
on
lies
some
are very
guy's
simple.
door.
One of the
He let
bigger
her in.
lies
I'm
Chris
Sherry
has told is a
Papini.
very
Everybody's looking for
elaborate
me.
story.
She
He
was
wanted to
branded
stay
on her
in this
back.
beautiful,
Pause that
luxurious
for a second.
community. Told
Sure.
him that he was a pilot.
They're getting the audio
Are they?
on the live. We're not getting the audio on our end.
We're very interested in buying the.
Is that right? Now that just sounds like something we got crossed up there.
Because we're getting signal. I'm just not hearing it on my end.
Anyway, this is not going the way I wanted it to. So Sherry Papini. I watched the first couple episodes now. All right, so this chick comes back after being gone for a few weeks, claims that these two Hispanic women had kidnapped her. They had masks on. They were apparently lesbians, although I don't think she ever claimed that they SA'd her. They kept her. They starved her. They branded her. They did all these things, all these horrific things to her. And the cops kept investigating because something about it just didn't seem right, you know. And they kept investigating, and they found out she was lying. She was full of shit. And the windup was she was at her ex-boyfriend's in Southern California, right? And they asked him about it, and he's like, yeah, she asked me to help her with it, you know. And you know, apparently she was just getting banged out for a few weeks by this dude. Now, here's where the acknowledgement comes in, right? Because they caught her in a lie. Like, dude, she lied. Like, it was just blatant. You lied. Like, you lied. She was convicted of this and sent to prison. Like, you lied. To this day, she insists she wasn't lying. She insists. So, like, how do you fix something where you can't acknowledge it at all? Like, you don't even acknowledge that you're lying. Never mind accepting this and being accountable and all this other shit. You can't get that back. Like, apparently, I guess he kidnapped her and held her, and she was so afraid, like, and willing to bring this poor bastard down with her, you know. And he says, like, he did everything she asked him to do. And I got to tell you something, looking at her, she's not that hot. Like, it's not like, I don't know, man. Anyway.
Was this the blonde?
This is the blonde, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the documentary. I remember when it happened.
Yeah, I remember it as well. And I remember when they found her. And I remember when they put her in jail. You know, and you would think somebody like that would be, you know, a little humbled and realize, like, I'm caught, you know, I'm gonna cop to this, right? No, you would be wrong. There's a couple of them. Elizabeth Holmes was another one. We had her on our other channel on Trash TV Review. She was our hero of the week because I admire the shit out of Elizabeth Holmes. And if you don't know who she is, she started this company called Theranos. And, yeah. And she had this idea, right, where she was going to take a finger prick of blood and run all these super tests through it, right, to check for diabetes and hepatitis and all this other shit. It was like
that shit was going to tell you if you won the lotto.
Right, exactly. It was like 216 different tests. Like, it was all the blood work that you've ever done in your doctor's office that they took 3 vials of blood for. This was going to do with a drop of blood. It was going to revolutionize everything. And the only problem with it was all bullshit. But, like, this woman bought into her own bullshit. Like, she bought into it, you know, and absolutely insisted it would work. Went so far as she sold these machines to Walgreens throughout California and Arizona, I think it was, right? She sold them.
She sold them before she even, like, finished it. Not that it was ever finished.
It was, yeah. Well, she not only did she delivered them. She delivered machines that just didn't work. The machines might as well have been empty. Like, there was,
it was just shoe boxes.
They did. What was that? The peanuts they would have, you know, they were different, birdhouse or something. Just a hole in a box. Like, anyway, but so even when caught, though, she's never confessed her crime. She's never confessed her crime. And how do you fix somebody like that? Like, to be such a compulsive. I really wish that we could do the videos. That's just a real fucking shame.
Try it now.
Chester model told them that we had already been.
Strange. I don't understand what the hell's going on, because I'm getting the signal here, everybody who's watching could hear it.
That doesn't make any sense. What happened? What's different? Are we plugged in back here properly?
Yeah, that's for the image, and I'm getting the image. And apparently they're getting the audio. We're not getting it on our end. Just fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, and there's no way for me to get it externally, right? Yeah.
Maybe try plug and unplugging.
This?
Yeah, we got a little BTS for the live on how structured and organized we are.
They've been approved for a loan. This was over
Fuck you.
He's been an airline
It's too
pilot.
bad too. 'Cause this is a really important thing right here, right? I wanted to talk about this particular video right here, and this is Dr. Phil, and I always like Dr. Phil. You know, I look, Dr. Phil like Dr. Pepper, right? But you know, I think he does have a PhD. I think he's a licensed psychologist. I don't know if he has an MD though. I don't know if he's a psychiatrist though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. I always enjoyed his show because, for the same reason, to me, it's like an upper class Maury. You know,
Pretty much.
it's Maury for people who have a garage attached to their house.
Yeah. It's a little more highbrow.
Yeah. People with more than one bathroom.
We're dealing with the issues of the middle class.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Up to 12
That's too bad. Anyway, in this particular video, you see this blonde kid right here, right? He's a compulsive liar. He's an absolute bullshit artist, and he lies about everything. And he's not even a good liar. He at one point they show you, and I guess I'm just gonna have to go over it, right? At one point they show you that he went as far as like his wife was pissed, like he can't hold a job. They've been together for a few years, and this was right from the jump. Like he was a liar right off the bat, right? So anyway, he like he can't, like I said, he can't hold a job. He lied about. He told his wife that he was an airline pilot. Oh yeah, I got a job flying airplanes, like, you know. And he would go to the grocery store during the day, claiming he was like flying to Atlanta. I don't know where the fuck they live, but anyway, so he's just a compulsive liar. And he was, you know, nothing he said. Like if the guy told you the sky was blue, you'd have to stick your head out the window and look, right? And she's complaining that she sent, oh, you need professional help. So he claims he's going to a therapist, and he has his therapist email his wife with all these like spelling errors. And like he found a doctor's name in on the internet, and he just used that, and he misspelled the name. Like, this guy's an idiot. He's an idiot. There were spelling errors in the letter. There were punctuation errors in the letter. Like nothing that a doctor is going to send to a client's wife. Basically, he's working real hard. He's going to be a really good husband, father, and spiritual leader. He put that in there too, right? And she's complaining and crying and everything like this. And once she left him one time, right? She took the kids and she went to his parents' house that was right across state lines. He called Department of Family Services and said that she kidnapped the kids and took them across state lines and had her arrested for taking the kids across. Meanwhile, she was at his parents, right? So this is the guy. Right? And what does she say? Why is she still with him, Walter? Can you tell me? What's my favorite?
Why is she still with this guy?
My favorite reason that she would still be with him.
Because you can't help who you love.
There you go. This fucking idiot woman
Help who you love.
who was arrested, right? Almost had her children removed permanently. Like he did that to her, right? When he doesn't get what he wants, he threatens to kill himself. He threatens to harm her. Like he berates her. He does he can't tell the truth, refuses to get a job. Like all of these things that are just horrible. And what does she do? She comes on Dr. Phil to have Dr. Phil fix her problems. See, it goes with another video I wanted to show, but again, Anyway, and the guy's a fuck up. He's a perennial fuck up. He's a fuck up today. He's a fuck up today. He's going to be a fuck up tomorrow. He'll be a fuck up forever. But who's really at fault here? Is it him? You know, look, if you're walking through the woods, right, and you start fucking with a rattlesnake, you can't get pissed because it bites you. That's what it does. That's the story of the scorpion and the frog. Remember the scorpion and the frog? And the water's rising, there's a flood, and they're on an island. There's a scorpion and a frog. Well, this just changed a lot. Should I check it again? No.
Nothing?
Anyway, yes, there's something, Walter. A lot of nothing is something.
Let's try it, for real.
Car dealership.
Oh,
And
glorioski.
Listen, I don't work for free for nothing.
Yes. I'm sorry. See, that was a subtle shot. That was a little passive-aggressive shot over there. Hey, motherfucker, start paying me, and the service might get a little bit better.
It might get a little bit more expensive for you, buddy.
But at least the video will work. Anyway,
There we go. All right.
I don't. Oh, the scorpion and the frog. That's a simple.
You calling me a scorpion?
No, neither one.
Oh, okay.
There's a frog and a scorpion, and they're on an island. Everybody knows. A lot of people know it anyway. And it starts to rain, and the island is going to be flooded, and the frog's going to take off, and the scorpion says, "Yo, let me get a ride on your back. You know, otherwise I'm going to die here." And the frog looks at him. He says, "I can't do that. You're a scorpion. Like, you'll sting me." And he says, "I'm not stupid." And the scorpion, "Why would I do that? I'm not going to sting you. If I sting you, we'll both die." And the frog says, "Well, that's pretty reasonable. All right, hop aboard." And he gets on top of the frog's back, and
Sucker.
they're halfway across the river, and boom, scorpion whacks him, right? Just bam. And the frog looks at him like, "What the fuck, man? What are you doing?" And the scorpion says, "I'm a scorpion. It's what we do." Right? So I'm going to play you some of this, and then I want you to keep that in mind, because the question isn't, why does this guy keep lying? The question really has to be, why does she keep believing him? You know, my friend Peter says, what did he say? Only a man would come up with the saying, "I'll only put the tip in." And I said, yeah, and only a woman would believe it. You know, like, it takes two. Anyway.
Friends have been among the social elite. He claims to be an active and loving father to his 2-year-old son, and is proactive in his marriage to his lovely wife, Melissa. In fact, he even went to therapy, and his therapist said, quote, "He is going to be a great husband, provider, and spiritual leader."
Ah, yeah.
Sounds like a pretty stand-up guy, right? I mean,
Yep.
Come on. Well, not according to his wife, Melissa, who claims Chris is, in fact, a pathological liar. And all of these things he has claimed are...
And this brings you in to understand that Melissa is a pathological victim.
not true. Melissa is desperate to get help because she's now 16 weeks pregnant with...
And what Melissa, 16 weeks pregnant with yet another child by this fucking idiot, right? What she's in desperate need of is a moving van.
second child, so she says time is of the essence. Is Chris making up these elaborate lies? If he is he going to tell the truth today? Has he been honest with us so far? Well, I have it on good authority that he has been watching episodes of the Dr. Phil show. He has been studying me for days on end, every day, all day, to get ready to deal with me.
Okay, get to the meat.
So here we go. But before we meet Chris, let's hear what Melissa has to say.
Chris is a pathological liar. If I could guess how many...
Now, I want you to keep in mind that this is a man she's still with. This is a man that she's known all this time and is pregnant with another child by. A man who hasn't provided for the child he had with her before, right? Who she believes is going to provide for the one that she's pregnant with now. Keep this in mind as this woman tells you exactly who she's married to.
Chris has lied to me over 5 years. You would laugh. There's no number. Literally, insanely, every day, all day. Chris will lie about the most ridiculous things, from if he even brushed his teeth today and what he ate for lunch. and some of the lies are very serious. One of the bigger lies that Chris has told is a very elaborate story. He walked into a real estate office into this beautiful, luxurious community, told them that he was a pilot, and we were very interested in buying the Manchester model. I told them that we had already been approved for a loan. This was over.
This guy was watching Catch Me If You Can.
I was just gonna
Great
say
movie.
this fucking
Yeah.
guy thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio over here.
I guarantee he was watching that and said, "You know what? I could fucking do that." And he's probably right, but he's not that smart. Like the Frank Abagnale was really a brilliant guy. This guy you'll come to see. And again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I got pieces, but he's an idiot. Like on top of it, he's a fucking idiot.
He's
this guy's
sitting at
dumb as a
home,
stump. Yeah,
Googling
And
Pan Am.
This woman doesn't seem that stupid. Like, but apparently,
You can't help who you love, Dwight.
$500,000 house, and it was just a made-up story. Another lie was when he got fired. This was his most recent job. There was a period where I didn't even know that he had lost his job. I found out after the fact. He was literally gone all day long, hanging out at the grocery store the whole time. I believe.
And she believes that he was actually when she caught him, believes he was actually hanging out at the grocery store. Nobody goes to the grocery store and hangs out at the grocery store all day long. That in itself just sounds like such bullshit.
Unless you just smoke something and you're just wandering the aisles.
But
even then, your buzz goes away after a while, and you walk
I would
out.
say, I could no.
that Chris is a full-blown sociopath. Chris will make you believe that he has remorse. Chris lies about having remorse. In the beginning of our
you believe
relationship,
him.
I was so smitten by our chemistry. He's a good-looking guy. He was very fit, and I never dated those type of people. There's
What,
so many red
psychos?
flags in the beginning, but I was very oblivious. Love is blind because of Chris's lies.
It's not, though. It's not blind. You see all of this. You see all of it. You're not blind, right? You see all of what this guy's doing, and you accept it because there's something in you, and that's what the acceptance is about, right? So talk about this. Like you can't fix something until you accept it. You have to acknowledge, accept, right? Take accountability. Say, what is my game plan, and then put that into action. That's the way that you get better from anything. Get over this. Like, honey, get the fuck out. This is like the house. We did that in the Eddie Murphy, right? Get out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am in a very scary, vicious cycle with him.
Are you?
I just get sucked in. I can't get out. He has me convinced even right now that he is
Does he?
going to change. I'm already in my mind thinking that he has the capability of doing it.
And what would give you that idea? What would give you that idea?
Well, Melissa says lying isn't Chris's only
Melissa's an
problem.
idiot.
In the 5 years she's known him, she says he struggled to hold down a job and has resorted to stealing money from her.
Shock.
I have supported Chris 100%.
And she's cute. She's cute.
He's not.
No, he's not. He's not attractive. He's stupid. And this, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
We had a total of maybe 5 jobs.
Well, my first wife married me, and I was fucking crazy. Like, I'm not that good looking either, and I'm not that bright.
Hey, humor goes a long way.
But
right?
she was smart enough to get rid of me quickly, you know.
Before you
In 5
murdered
years.
anybody.
And the average length of a job lasted maybe 3 to 4
This guy
months.
could easily wind up killing the whole family. Like, you get to know this guy, you could easily see him just whacking everybody in the house.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a plan.
Our cat Tuna,
Have been
Yeah,
she's been talking to me.
that's right. You could just feed them all to the cat over a period of time.
My cat
It's
Tuna
foolproof.
said she wants human meat and fresh.
You just take in a bunch of neighborhood cats, right? The guy's got 80 cats living in the house. Feed them little pieces of meat every day. I'm sorry, that's not. I guess that's not YouTube ready.
Yeah.
only one that's kept a stable job. I have always been the one paying the bills, keeping our roof over the head,
Yeah, that
keeping
sounds
food
like
in
my
our
first wife.
tummies,
She
you
was
name it. After we got married, things got worse. Chris would write checks in his name and cash them and get money fraudulently because Chris has
But
taken
it's not fraudulently because nobody ever reported it. And that's what you have to do with people like this. But
so
this
much
is
money I've had to cancel numerous accounts. One time, I woke up about ready to pay some bills. My account was down to 90 cents. 90 cents.
and you fucked him that day probably, you know. Oh, you got to stop this. This is wrong. Like, what the fuck? And you're pregnant with another one of his children.
I tell you one thing.
To a mother.
You don't want to go near a psychopath and say, eat me. That's trouble.
Kids, not paying my rent yet, bills being due. I still didn't leave him at that point. You would think at that point I would have said,
You would.
get out.
You would. You would think that.
But no.
Well, Chris admits that he has a problem with
Does he?
lying since he was just a kid. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
says if it wasn't for Melissa's Hulk-like temper,
It's all her fault. Now, I
He
get
would-
this to an extent, too, because I used to, my second wife, I lied to her all the time. It was a matter of course that I lied to that woman. But I knew I was lying, and I knew why. Like, I believe this guy actually believes a lot of his bullshit. And a lot of what I lied about was where I'm going and what I'm doing. And I never cheated on the woman, never cheated on him. But she was so, and so I get this, like, but this woman's got a reason for this. I never gave my second wife, I never gave her a reason for that shit. And it became so hard to tell her the truth because everything was met. I tell this story, I told it on the other channel, and you know, coming home and I couldn't even talk about my day anymore, right? And I can't. I remember it's a fucking long day, and it was a dirty job. Like, I worked for the phone company, man. I was in the basements in downtown Brooklyn, and this is what I did. I worked in the projects. It was dirty, filthy work, and I had a job. It was on Court Street. It was 15 Court Street. In the basement there was filthy, man. And I was all the way up at the top, and it was a lawyer's office or a doctor's office. What, I don't even remember. And it was just a horrendous job because these were all old buildings, and you had to find a line, a working pair of wires that was going from the top floor, which at the time I think it's a 17th floor building if I'm not mistaken, down to the basement. And it was from the times of the honeymooners. Like, this shit literally is from the 50s when it was all originally put in, right? And it was a horrendous job. And I remember coming home and just wanted, and she's like, how was your day? And I said, oh, it was fucking brutal, man. I had a job in this office. Oh, yeah? What kind of office? I don't know. It was like a law office. Or so. Well, were there any women in there? What? I mean, like, what? Like, look at me. And at the time, I'm 50
I think
pounds.
Dr. Phil may have suspended our live.
Why is that?
I don't know. They suspended it.
So we're no longer live on anything?
Well, we're live on Instagram.
Oh.
I'll see if I could get us back up on YouTube.
I wonder why they did it.
It was after you played the clip. So remember.
Yeah, but they were getting the audio and shit like that from it before, so that shouldn't have. Anyway, that was the conversation with her, accounting for every second of my day, even though there was nothing to account for. And it just got tedious, and I just lied about everything. What'd you do? Nothing. Where you going? Nowhere. Nothing. You know, and this was after the kids died. You know, and it was bad before we had my son. I mean, it was bad then too. And one of the freedoms I had with my boy was like I could go places again. Because before that, even going to see I would go see my sister in New Jersey. And well, why do you have to go there? I'm like, because she's my sister, for fuck's sake, you know. But when my son was born, she would do anything for that kid. And that kid loved going to Jersey to see his aunt. And so I was allowed to go whenever I wanted because he wanted to go, you know. And she felt it was safe because I had him along. Meanwhile, her father used to bring her to see, you know, his women on the side when with her mother and everything. So she's got a lot of baggage. Anyway. But I know what that's like when, you know, getting back to that. I know what this feels like when people are coming down. But that's not the case here. Like, this woman had valid shit here.
we own up to his
Here it
lies a
is.
lot faster. So, really, in a sense,
It's all bullshit.
this is her fault.
Yeah.
My wife, Melissa, doesn't believe a word I say.
But why would she?
I've lied about basically everything with her.
My wife, Melissa, doesn't believe a word I say. I've lied to her about everything. Jeez, I wonder why she doesn't believe you.
I say it, it comes out, and then I just kind of forget it. Melissa has a temper.
Said it and
She
forget
yells
it,
with
like
so
Billy
many
Mays.
situations, and she's just so angry. You know, like really angry.
This
like
guy's
Hulk.
such a douche.
She's hit me in the face, slap first time, slap second time, and then
But you had it
punched
coming.
this
And
I mean,
then-
nobody's supposed to hit, but
And
what?
then by the third time, I murder her
Yeah,
dog.
that's what I'm saying. Keep doing it, baby. Keep doing it. That's all right. It's all right. I understand. I'm lying. Yeah, you got me. Yeah.
If she
I want to go ahead here. It was 9:45 was the next.
Oh, look at you with those timestamps.
Yeah, I'm getting there, man. I'm trying.
Trying to make me look bad.
Although he does pretend to go to work. Now, Chris admits he has told so many lies, he can't even remember all
Yeah,
of them.
nah.
Well, Melissa says there's one lie that she will never forget. And it arrived by way of email. Let's see.
But she will forget it because he's still in her life.
Chris remembers this one.
One of the best lies that Chris has ever told me.
This will show you how stupid this guy is. And this is really beyond my point. I just like to hammer home how stupid Melissa is. That's her name, right, Melissa?
Form of an email. It was a
She looks
fake
like a Melissa.
email coming from a licensed counselor that is an actual person telling
Yeah.
me that Chris has been seeing him for weeks now and that
This is
he was
great.
really making some great progress. I realized very quickly
Now,
that
you
this
would
was
think with the with the backstory that he gave that he would have done more investigation. Like it wouldn't a little bit more effort, and he could have gotten away with this because
For
she's
writing
an
me.
idiot.
Chris has a punctuation problem.
Dr.
Huh?
Phil. It's
What?
Dr. Phil.
What?
It keeps taking us down. And I think it's because we're playing Dr. Phil.
Well, does it show on the thing that it's a copyright infringement?
It just says stream unavailable, stream suspended for policy violations.
It doesn't give a reason.
So
Oh, we'll stop playing this then. Fuck it. Which I know won't copyright us because it's mine. Ours. I'm sorry, Walter. On your talent. Walter is on air talent light. That's funny. All right, fuck them anyway. Right?
Prostitute yourself from
This was one. This I think was one of our best Maury's, right? Now, I
I'd
want
like
to.
to be on. Alright, fuck you.
Well, this, you know what? And I can even actually get this off of the shorts because we did a couple of. Well, this, you know what? And I can even actually get this off of the shorts because we did a couple of shorts on this one, right? And let's see.
Fucking Dr. Phil and YouTube.
What are you gonna do? Let's see now. I got to find the right one here.